Divination has been used for years to get insight into future events, to seek information, and to help make decisions. And it's just as effective today as it always has been. It may sound strange or even sinister, but if you could look at it as a way of seeking guidance or seeking information from the divine, maybe you could reframe it to be something very positive and very natural to human beings. To me, divination is a state of being. It's a state of union with the divine. It's a state of expectation, of expecting to get answers, of expecting connection, of wanting and expecting guidance. So it's not necessarily something that you have to do to sit down and do some kind of practice. It can just literally be a state of mind, a state of being, which involves looking for guidance, looking for divinity in the everyday, seeing life as a dance with divinity, seeing life as a living prayer. And it's most effective when combined with personal healing. So the clearer you can become as a channel, the clearer the messages will be, the clearer the guidance, and the easier it is to understand and to act upon it. So some practices which could be considered divination are synchronicities. So this is when you notice coincidences which don't seem to be explainable. So maybe two things happen at exactly the same time, or there's a series of events which seem to be connected in some way, or you see messages. Some people see numbers, for example. They might keep seeing the same number in different places to the point that they can't ignore it anymore. Or it could be a message. For example, somebody runs past you and there's something written on their t-shirt which just seems to be guiding you in some way, or seems to be the answer to a question that you have. These are all examples of synchronicity. Dreams is another way of divining information. So you can work with dream intentions, which is where you set an intention before you go to sleep, asking a question. It has to be very, very clear so that when you get the dream, you can relate the dream to the question. So it shouldn't be a yes/no answer. It needs to be asking for information. So quite an open question, and be ready to interpret it, because dreams come to us in symbols, which is the language of spirit. So it takes some time and patience to work out that language and to become familiar with what the messages are. But the more you do it, the more you can notice the patterns, the more you can notice the themes, and the easier it is to understand. And if you work on your own dreams and understand them, you can also do that for other people, because there'll be some common themes. However, we need to remember that everybody's dreams are very personal. Everybody's life is personal, everybody's life circumstances, everybody's life path. So it's something we need to be careful of, not to give an exact interpretation of a dream, but to suggest interpretations based on the context, based on the person, based on the history, and to be clear that we are offering an interpretation. We're not giving an exact interpretation or saying exactly what the dream means. And this is the thing with divination. It is open to interpretation. So it needs to be used with discernment. It needs to be used with a prayerful approach and with a open heart. A very simple way that you could work with divination is with a book. So for example, take a book off your bookshelf, have a look what's on your bookshelf and see which book stands out to you. So take the book down, just open it up at any page. Don't try and influence what page it opens on, and then see what your eyes are drawn to. What's the first thing that you read? Maybe there's a message in there for you. And don't dismiss it straight away. Just read what there is to read and just ponder it maybe for a few minutes, a few hours, a few days, and see if there is a message in there for you. There could be a message from the divine.